Today we're talking about Virginia Livestream, right?
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Awesome. So the goal of what we're trying to get done today is come up with a brand strategy that will allow you to revamp the marketing strategy that you kind of weekly already have in place. So we can get the content ready on the website, so we can get your whatever email strategy we put together, so your social sounds right, the messaging sounds right, and this, I'm really going to kind of hybrid a couple of workshop exercises to get us where we need to be by the end of, what do we have, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Cool.
So I'll start with kind of like the first half of that being all about the Virginia Livestream brand, and then the second half of that will be all about your clients and your audience and like what they want and what they desire, so that we can bink and match those things up.
Right.
You've been through these exercises with me with King Productions, so it shouldn't be like too hard to do, but it's worthwhile to do it rather than us just like throwing something together, because the more intense work we do here, the better the marketing results are, the better the messaging is. So I have some worksheets here that I'm going to just kind of like follow along. If you want to look at them, you can, but I probably won't start this for about 45 minutes. We're going to do a positioning statement first, which shouldn't take us that long.
Cool.
Why are you looking nervous, bro?
I'm not nervous. I just know the positioning statement is.
Yeah, you know.
Got to do it.
Yes, we do have to do it, especially in this highly competitive space, man, because even though people aren't thinking about live stream like they're thinking about podcasting right now. What is that? A 2-year gap before live stream is just as top of tongue as podcasting is. In fact, what I've learned from Ross, and I think I've shared this with you before, so if it's a repeat, I apologize, but I think the most powerful thing about live streaming is you're capturing everything that's happening in the moment right now, and then you can repurpose the shit out of that content.
Yeah.
Strip the audio, make a podcast episode, get 30-second video breaks, put together a supercut of something. Like, the assets and the content that you get out of just capturing it with a live stream is unlike anything else. Mm-hmm. So I think companies are really short-sighted if they're not thinking about live stream to begin with. So let's position you on that. All right. Are your customers for Virginia Livestream different than your customers for King Productions?
Ideally, yes, but I think when I look back on who's done live stream as opposed to who's done King Productions, they're kind of one and the same.
Okay. Well, then let's not think about who's done it already and think about who do we want in line. Mm-hmm. So a positioning statement is really like the best case scenario. Well, I've had associations hire me and a nonprofit did it and blah, blah, blah. We're not going to base our positioning statement on like what the market has driven us to, because that's been passive and kind of coincidental. Mm-hmm. We want to create a positioning statement that's like your ideal, because if we put out language that attracts what you've already got, but they're, not exactly what you want to do, we'll never get to what you want to do. So we're going to position you for what you want to do. And your lighthouse, when you do a positioning statement and you do it right, what happens is you stop. The analogy I like to use is like, there are two different kind of schools of marketing. One is somebody who's running up and down the beach with a sign, just running up and down the beach with their sign, right? And the other one is to stand still like a lighthouse and have people radiate and be attracted to your light. If you're running up and down on the beach, the chance that the ideal customer is going to find you is so random and slim, because you could be at this end of the beach when they're at this end of the beach.
Yeah.
But if you stand still like a lighthouse and draw people to you like a magnet, you'll get so much more of a successful, steady stream of clients that you want, because you're standing still and they're finding you rather than you like trying to get their attention on social and trying to get their attention over here. So think about yourself as a lighthouse. So who do we want that light to attract? That's what we're trying to get at with a positioning statement. I think we did this bullseye here before. Or maybe we did King Productions on a Zoom, so we probably didn't do it with a whiteboard. Oh. So I want you to think about your target market like this. So somebody is right here in the center. And I'm not sure who that is right now, but that's who we're going to talk to all the time. And then the people who are out here are going to be interested in this conversation. Mm-hmm. So you're still attracting the people outside here, But this is who you're talking to, which keeps your messaging and your branding like super, super focused. Other people are still going to be interested. Somebody who's a podcast person might be out here still interested.
Yeah.
They might not be your center target.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is I want you just to like brain dump kind of your ideal person. Like, I want 1,000 of these, and we're going to place them on this bullseye where they fit in order of like the ideal. So who's in here, do you think?
Associations.
Yep. Do you think they're the center?
It's a toss-up between associations and nonprofits. For me personally, like
Why?
The nonprofit I'm working with right now is like the fucking dream. If I had
Why?
5 to 10 of them a year, I would be like done. Because they've got the budget. It's not a massive event that they host. They have somewhere between 100 and 150 people in attendance at the events. So I need to be careful that I don't oversell the live stream. This is not like some TV broadcast quality where I can go into the Patriot Center and have this massive live stream. This is more of a medium-sized scale, which I think fits the nonprofit space a little nicer than like some massive corporation that has
Right.
their annual meeting and it's like 1,000 people.
Right. But they might be out here.
Yeah.
And you might have a partner, or they might be like right out here. So like maybe big event planners.
Yeah.
And they're kind of out here. They're interested in what you do because you're not cookie cutter. Like probably the bigger guys are like, dude, we've got a formula.
Yeah.
We already have the thing. You come in, you buy the package, it's done. But every single thing from them really kind of looks the same and feels the same. So someone out here might be really interested in how you're talking to these people in here because what they want is a boutique experience. Let me write that down. Why else are they the fucking dream?
Well, the budget is great. I think some of the small businesses shy away because of the price point.
Yeah.
So the budget.
You know, see what's happening here to you as a professional?
What's that?
You're up leveling.
Yeah.
You're coming out of your startup phase.
Yeah.
And you're into first phase. And so you're not really worried about the guy who just started a coffee shop anymore.
Yeah.
And a year, how long have we known each other? 2 years?
At least 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was the guy in the coffee shop.
Right.
Now there's a line item. So you're growing. That's a great sign. That's a great KPI of like your business development and growth.
Yeah.
And that you have the confidence to be like, there are a lot of people out there for them. It's
Yeah.
just not me. You might have one low cost to entry product, like my strategy sessions, just like $250 or whatever, just to kind of, because your clients, not to go off on a tremendous tangent, and we'll go over this a lot more in the second half of this workshop, are on a journey, right? They're on a journey of their own. And so you started kind of here, where they've already, they've started their business, they've been in business, they know they need marketing, they're kind of here. And now you're more here, and you probably want to get to here, and we'll figure out, like, what's the sweet spot for Virginia Livestream? What's the sweet spot for King Productions? And where are they in their journey? You still want to have a little something for these guys, even if it's passive, even if it's a $99 e-course or, consult on the fly consulting session or something like that, because eventually they're going to start walking this line. And if you want to build something for the long term, you don't always want to be your offerings are only over here. So we'll get more into that later, but that's kind of like the thing. So why else is this particular client the fucking dream?
I think they've done a good job of letting us have creative control. Kind of, we earn their trust early on, and they know that we're kind of the fly on the wall. So it's not a lot of micromanaging. It's, hey, you guys are the experts. Go make us look good.
I want to talk about that for a second.
Like they handed us the keys to the ship.
It's like a dream, right? I want to talk about this for a second. This end, order taker. I need 15 30-second videos for my coffee shop. This end, value partnership. You're out of this now, and you're moving towards this with this particular client.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do a lot of powerful attracting to this kind of trust partnership by preloading your marketing with this language. This is a collaborative effort. We are not, we're not order takers. You don't just cut a check and it's done. We're in it together. So we'll work on that towards your language. This is super important. Why else?
Repeat.
Aha.
They have 3 events per year that happen, and we know that they're going to happen and when they're going to happen. So it's not just, hey, we need this for one event. It's, hey,
Yeah.
we know we need 3 events.
1 event, order taker.
Yeah,
3 event, partnership.
yeah.
Has anybody put you on a retainer yet?
They've done the annual contract. That's kind of what it is.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They did that for 2019. They're doing it again for 2020.
Yeah, I'd like to see you have like 2 solid retainers in your
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
in Q1. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Why else? I think the fucking dream.
I'm writing down 2 retainers in Q1 just as a side note here.
Yeah, I'd love to see you do that.
The mic's a little flippy floppy,
Oops.
so just be careful with it there. Why else are they the dream?
I'm gonna attach it to my bra strap. A little more steady. How's that?
Good.
Great.
Nonprofits or associations?
This particular client, because this is a good. Because if they're the fucking dream, I want to get to their qualities.
Mm-hmm. They help provide, this might be too in the weeds, but they help provide the technical infrastructure for an appropriate live stream.
Aha! No, that's not in the weeds at all.
Like, some people don't understand that, hey, if we want to go live to a specific website, Facebook, YouTube, you need to have a fast enough internet connection. And then sometimes that costs more on their end, not necessarily our end,
Yeah.
especially at these venues. So they value the reuse. So we are recycling content left and right from the live stream.
I'm going to
So-
steal a word from construction, engineering, and architects. Adaptive reuse of assets.
So when we're on site, we're not just doing the live stream. So it's like during a lunch break, we'll film interviews. Afterwards, we'll film interviews. So there's more that's come out of our partnership than just the live stream. As you know, with King Productions, I don't want to mark myself as, hey, we just show up and set the cameras on a tripod and that's it, which is kind of what Virginia Livestream is, almost.
Yeah, order takers.
So I do want to be careful that, hey, we help you with the live stream stuff, but we also have a creative side,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that might be too much, but
I don't think it's too much at all. I mean, I can see you preloading that into packages. Like, that's a value add, is what that is. Creative, a value add. These markers are squeaky for our audio.
like it.
Fill in some squeaky B-roll. These are our minds at work. Anything else you can think of for why they're the fucking dream?
They're a pretty well-known organization.
So they've got some like brand gravitas.
Yeah, like they do the events right. Like they've got these big step and repeats. It's not the fact that they have the budget for the live stream, it's they have the budget for the whole event experience.
Yes.
Like it looks good when we work with them because the big step and repeat, they've got the branding. They have their I's dotted and their T's crossed for sure. this team specifically too, RG has a good sense of the marketing. Like they know what they're going to use the content for, especially when we repurpose this stuff. They understand we need to use it on a web page. We need to have it on YouTube. We can use this on Facebook. So they've got, they're, does it say savvy or strategy?
It says savvy, but I couldn't remember if it's 2 A's or 2 V's.
Savvy!
I'll take the ether. What the fuck?
Glad you didn't actually say that when we walked up to him.
I didn't have to because you were ordering for me like a boss.
In terms of, I'm kind of a crossbreed here, thinking of associations in ASAE, like these different breakout sessions. That would be ideal, where there's multiple streaming opportunities in one day. So back-to-back days. Like this client right here, we have some of their events are back-to-back days. So we come one day, we stream on day one for a half day. Second day, we stream all day or a half day. So it's not just hey, we need you to come stream for an hour, then see ya. This is a full day.
Yeah.
So it's not just me showing up.
And it's not a big waste of, 2-hour setup for 45 minutes and then a 1 hour breakdown. Yep. Load up your car with all your expensive equipment and then wait 120 days for a $500 check. Like, that's not you anymore.
Right.
This like marketing savvy, that's not this. It's this. Is there anything else you want to list on the fucking dream?
Like timely payments.
Yes, absolutely.
So for this annual contract, we agreed to specific terms based on quarterly payments. Yeah. And it's just, they transfer it straight from their account right into mine, which is awesome.
Because you feel you feel valued.
Absolutely.
Nothing's more shitty than working with a client, even if you have a really good professional working relationship and they don't pay the invoice for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a brand breaker for yourself. Like, your trust starts to break down. Your enthusiasm for the project starts to break down. Yeah. And the opposite happens. You get paid right away. Fuck yeah. What can I do for them next? Like, what can I be thinking about for them? They're putting in as much as you are, which is the partnership part.
This group's fun to work with too. Like when we see them now, we hug and
yes.
It's not like super stuffy business like handshakes. We don't have to wear suits. It's kind of a relaxed environment.
Yeah,
which is fun.
Fun to work with, relaxed environment.
Yeah.
I have to be very careful with my penmanship because normally I do this all on flip chart and then I can take them home. But now I'm only going to be able to photograph them for our notes and then have to like blow them up. So I got to be like super on point with my penmanship. Although, I can always go back and review the tape.
That's right.
Right? Anything else you want to say about these people?
I think someone just thinking a step further as far as dream case would be a little more strategic on the front end. Like they have the marketing savvy on how to repurpose it, but when we go live, there's no real, we haven't really dove into the strategy of when we go live to Facebook, it's going to be X sessions and we're going to strive to get 10 audience questions.
You know that's your job, right?
I have not done a good job of educating them on that.
Yeah, that's your job. But you can do a lot of that with infrastructure in your own business. So it's not a bunch more hand-holding for you. Maybe we have a pre-event worksheet that has to be filled out before you even get there, since you already know what your action plan is going to be. Oh, look at you. That's clever. Wouldn't have thought to do it. I would have never thought to do that.
You like this notebook, by the way?
I do indeed.
Yeah, me too.
It's the sexiest notepad in the world.
Brilliant ideas.
Right here. Yeah, this is your job, not theirs. You have to lead them to that water. So you can, like I said, you can do that with infrastructure. You can set up a Google form. How many? I can help you do that. How many sessions we're trying to get? What would success look like? That kind of stuff that you're probably doing in your initial marketing meeting, you're going to do for every single job. So our job here today is not only to unpack the brand and figure out what our clients want and spin that all into marketing gold and build this all into your infrastructure, but also to figure out where you have to fill in your gaps. Guess what? You know what that is? Go, no go matrix?
No.
A go, no go matrix is a laundry list of conditions that have to be met before you go. So if you're on board with a new client or you're in the discovery phase with a new client, here's your checklist. Do they have the budget? Is the event the right size for me? Do I have creative control? Is this framed as a partnership? Is there a possibility for repeat business? Do they have the technical infrastructure? Do they understand the adaptive reuse of their assets? Are there multi-dimensional products? Do they have brand gravitas? Is their marketing savvy? Are there more than one streaming opportunities in a single day? Do they look likely to pay me? And are they fun to work with in a relaxed environment? If you don't have the lion's share of these checked, that's a no-go, and you're not wasting your time.
Cool.
So that's why this kind of work is super important, because if you don't have a go, no-go matrix, you're always just shooting on gut instinct. And since you know these are the qualifications you need your clients to have, it will just bolster your business acumen to be able to make an assessment pretty quickly, whether that's a go or a no-go for you. If you get stuck in go and you haven't done this, all the opportunities that you have to work with the fucking dream client are unavailable to you because you're stuck working with clients who don't have the budget, or the event is too big or too small, or they want a one-off, or they have no marketing savvy, and now your work is lost. I can turn over the world's most amazing, convertible, compelling copy, but if nobody knows how to plug it into a website, into WordPress, what happens to that? And how does that affect my brand? So if you know what these things are, you can turn this into just a on-the-fly checklist for, is this a client from Virginia Livestream or not? Because you want 1,000 of those. You don't want 1,000 that match half of those. Or a third. Like, I would think you'd have to have like a 75% yes to move forward. And eventually you'll get to almost 100% yes. You have to meet all these qualifications to be our client.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, indeed. Is there anything else you want to add to this list?
Not right now.
Okay.
Can we always come back to it today?
Oh, of course. Well, I am.
You gonna erase it?
Probably. We have a lot of work to do, and I'm almost out of whiteboard. So probably. But I will type these up as notes for us, and we'll have a working document between us.
Okay.
So you don't have to copy everything I'm doing, and you don't have to worry about whether or not this is just going to die.
So you recommend actually taking this list here, maybe creating some sort of checklist that I can, as I have these conversations with a potential client, look at this and say, all right, they don't meet half of them or however many.
I would have a referral person I can send them to. Like, what are you going to do with people that aren't a good fit for you? So in Melanie's case, because you know her, I can use her as an example. If they did not meet her internal no-go matrix, she would just push them into her Kick-Ass Humans group. So she had a thing to do with them that wasn't, sorry about your luck, good, go find somebody. She had a thing that she could do. Like, you're not ready for me, but you could be ready in this really supportive group, and you can ask questions in there, and you can do that thing. So she always had a thing where she could push the no-goes. You need a thing to push the no-goes. And maybe for you, it's a referral. Like you've got a junior, you know somebody else who's a junior live streamer or somebody who does bigger events or just anybody that you can refer them to.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to break your own brand and just being like, no. You got to have a plan for what happens to the no-goes.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. A supportive group, a newsletter subscription that's like tips or whatever, a referral partner, maybe a blend of kind of like all those things as you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are these only associations of nonprofit? Why can't this be corporate?
Could be.
They could be.
Yeah, it could be corporate.
But as long as I've known you, you've been like, associations of nonprofit. Is there something about associations of nonprofit that make you want to do this work? Or is it just that the associations and nonprofits that you run into have quasi-embodied these qualities? And you think like it's the vertical, not the character profile. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think subliminally I would be remiss not to say, like, this group that we're working with right now, I enjoy their mission. But if someone, even if they didn't have an awesome mission, but they met all this stuff, they would still be a great client to work with.
Now, I have another video client that's not live stream.
Yeah.
Different than you. In fact, I've already told her we're setting up a power lunch because the three of us need to sit down.
Yeah.
They only want to work with mission-driven organizations. If you don't have a mission they're buying into, they don't want to work with you at all. Is that the case for you?
Not right now.
Okay. Would it be in the ideal?
Not necessarily.
That's the answer I wanted you to say. Because I don't think that for you, you're hanging your heart on the cross of social justice. For them, they are. Yeah. And that's great. So they're really going to be in nonprofits and associations. Mm-hmm. Big time. For you, you need to see these qualities. And this can show up in a forward-thinking corporation. This can show up in a co-op. Mm-hmm. This can show up in any kind of different business model. So for us, I don't think associations and nonprofits are in the target. I think they're outside the target. In fact, they might even be here, in my opinion.
What do you think's in the target?
Maybe.
I probably tend to lean towards them because that's who I feel would be an ideal client, just based on initial conversations that they might be kind of lukewarm and interested in it, or they have expressed interest in the live stream stuff. Like, I feel member-driven organizations have a tendency to see the value in live stream a little bit more than corporate, because they have members spread all across the country that might not be able to come in person. Most corporate stuff, it's all local. Not all local, but...
I'm going to be real out there. And I'm also going to become cliche because of this word. What if we think about it as like tribe-driven organizations? And again, I know that's cliche to say tribe, but a membership has a tribe.
Yeah.
REI has their membership too as well. They have a tribe. If we're looking for people who have followers, not just fans. Wow, I just really got spitty. Not just like fans or like loyal people. It's not like, okay, everybody who, yeah. So Swell has a loyal fan base that they've been able to, attract towards their brand, who are willing to pay $45 for a water bottle. That's expensive, but the water really does stay cold for 48 hours, like it really does. So that's not a tribe-driven organization. It's part of their marketing in terms of like, hey, Swellbug, but they're really more focused on the product, like different colors and designs, and this one looks like wood, and this one's got Swarovski crystal, and this one's got blah, 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 blah. You're looking for somebody who is maximizing human capital. They're attracting, maybe it's like Spotify, who has paid membership. Maybe if it is a membership-driven organization, it's somebody who needs to energize their base of loyal people. I'm just talking off the cuff here, but like somebody who needs to energize a tribe. It's so cliche to say that, but I cannot think of a better way to say like core audience or blah, 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 blah. You've somehow, somewhere along the line, someone has paid to be a part of this group. Maybe they, in a nonprofit, maybe they paid by a donation or whatever, or signing for a paid newsletter or whatever it is. If someone has paid to be in here some kind of way, and maybe it's not just dues, but they have to put in man hours, or there's just some kind of skin in the game for the membership. And when the membership, again, I could be totally off. We're exercising this thing. Is it the thing? But if they paid to be in the membership, the value of the live stream is to bring the organization and the individual together in a way that pre-recorded video cannot do, in a way that audio cannot do, in a way that blog posts cannot do, in a way that social media posts cannot do. If you have a tribe you have to energize and activate, that's where Virginia Livestream comes in a boutique experience. That's kind of what I think you might be getting at. So here, associations, nonprofits.
I have one maybe little small curveball to throw. So I really liked what you said as far as the tribe driven. So someone has something to say to whether an organization. So I'm taking this a step further, and I don't know if this is expanding that bullseye or not, but if a popular influencer came to me or a popular podcaster said, hey, I want to start a live stream, like a show or something. I'd probably be all over that if it met the go-no matrix.
That's right, because they've got to energize an audience. And it's not just about push and pull marketing. It's about one-on-one engagement with their membership, whatever that membership looks like.
Even if it's not an organization, is what I'm saying.
That's right. That's right. Or so tribe-driven, whatever. Something that's just tribe-driven. Like if Melanie came to you and said, I want to do a live stream for all my things, and because I'm trying to promote and sell a book, and her heart was in a two-way communication, like a real human experience, and not just in throwing assets against the wall and saying who saluted, but really engaging, that could be something for you.
I'm down with that.
Okay?
I'm down with that.
So that would put associations, nonprofits, mission-driven organizations, gurus, there's your word, personality types, gurus, authors, versus, look, this is important, gurus versus A-lister. This is an important conversation. We're going to sidebar. An A-lister is someone who wants to be at the top of their game professionally, who wants to get top dollar, top clients, who is really focused on doing the actual work. So if I'm an A-list copywriter, I want REI to hire me to craft their brand strategy, help them refine their messaging, actually in the boardroom with them, doing this kind of thing, whiteboarding, all the things, and that informs their strategy. So that's an A-list copywriter. A guru copywriter wants to inspire a tribe of junior copywriters and not really do any of the actual copywriting themselves. How to write copy, how to do brand strategy, how to put forth a proposal. They want a tribe of copywriters to follow them, and that's their business model. So Gurus is very different from an A-lister in terms of like a personality, a brand personality. Like Melanie's a great example. She wants to be a guru. She doesn't want to be an A-lister. She wants people to follow her, sign up for her speaking courses, train speaking instructors so she doesn't have to do it, write a book, blah, 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 blah. I want to be an A-lister. I don't want people to learn copywriting from me. I want to be in the boardroom doing the thing. Mm-hmm. So you need to stay here rather than here. And this is kind of part of your like go, no-go matrix. Is this person an A-lister or a guru? Because gurus are trying to ignite a tribe. And A-listers are trying to find better clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting gurus on your bullseye. Who else do you think?
I know some people that might want live stream, just in terms of like sporting events, but I don't know that they would necessarily land on the bullseye because they typically don't have the budget.
But they are trying to inspire fans.
Yeah. Like, prime example right now is I help another guy who does live streaming stuff for Georgetown.
Uh-huh.
So I help him with the live streams. I'm actually like running cameras and stuff. So I know there's a market for it. I don't know how big of a budget there is for something like that. But I'm thinking.
Well, but I mean, it's an order taker shows up and film and live streams the wrestling match. Value Partnership sits down with the different wrestlers and then interviews the audience and then crafts a story about wrestling.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between like a sports or a specialty and, kind of this like one-off. It's a soccer game. Great. Now everybody can see it on the live stream. Like, that's cool. Hopefully you'll have a sports franchise, like a franchise.
Do you want me to move that case? Are you good with the orange case there? You want me
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'll just trip over it a couple times, and then I'll figure it out. Yeah, you want somebody who is more from an order taker's perspective, and just kind of showing up and filming the event. They have a box to check. Let's film the event. On your bullseye, your client is someone who says, let's create 1,000 more soccer fans. Mm-hmm. And so you're more in a fan or a tribe igniter than you are just a recorder of the technically proficient recorder of the thing.
Yeah.
Which is going to be extremely important for your brand as you grow, because you're 2 years ago, you're in the order taker, and all of your messaging is about technical competency. Mm-hmm. I have the equipment, I have the know-how, I have the software, my deliverables are flawless. Mm-hmm. That's technical, but that's not where your magic is. Yeah. Your magic is much more over here, and I can help you inspire 1,000 new soccer fans. Mm-hmm. And so maybe your multi-dimensional product here means that we're live streaming a kids soccer tryouts, and we're doing a series with coaches, and we're talking to soccer moms and how they spend all day like on the field. Mm-hmm. That's your magic. So to go out to nonprofits and associations with your price list, that's like full day, half day, blah, 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 blah. That's only going to get you one-offs for the rest of your life. You walk into a client and say, what your mission is, I force multiply your base, essentially, by creating a tangible connection between the thing that you love and are passionate about and other people who love that thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you give me some good ideas for actual content during the live streams. So prime example, during halftime,
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity to run a piece in the live stream of the wrestler who has this inspiring story. So I'm kind of all over the place, but
Yeah.
You inspired some ideas there as far as, hey, not only can we create this content, we can create this content and roll it on the live stream. So it's additional content for the viewers as opposed to just, hey, watch the,
Exactly.
yeah.
And so for you, it's like in sports, it's the love of the game. Like, and for you, that's like who is in the game? Who are the coaches? Who are the sponsors? Who are the players? Who makes the equipment? Who, keeps the cooler full of Gatorade? For you, it's the love of the game. And I honestly feel like all of this is the love of the game by creating a very accessible platform to turn interested parties into raving fans and building a base out. So I would be selling, force multiplier for your tribe rather than half-day live streaming for your conference. Like, that's the messaging difference between those two. Which one of those do you think will get you repeat business? Force multiplier for your tribe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Because that's what we want. That's what associations and nonprofits want, right? So just take an association. I used to work for an association called NASTAD, which is the National Alliance of State and Territorial AIDS Directors. So like states, this was like 15, 20 years ago. So like states have a state-appointed health director and they're in charge of HIV and AIDS. And our association was for those directors, right? So to energize that base, you needed research, you needed technical assistance, you needed program support, you needed blah, 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 to get people who are in those positions to expand their capacity, take care of more people. Like, it's about that energizing of, to steal a word from politics, but energizing your base, essentially, so that more people were more engaged in kind of normalizing, destigmatizing HIV/AIDS, like all, I could go on and on and on about how they should have marketed themselves if I had known what I was doing when I started there right after college, but I didn't. So associations want to energize their base. Nonprofits want to energize, who's showing up for Habitat, who's showing up for house building, right? So if your client was Habitat for Humanity and they had an annual conference, this guy's showing up and recording the annual conference. This guy's talking to home builders in real, like Ryan Homes and Taylor Morrison and like people who are actually building single family homes and getting, their take on how to build a house. You're talking to people who have lived in the house for a year. You're talking to neighbors and see how that's affected. Like, you're in a holistic perspective to energize the idea around that are like intrinsic values to Habitat for Humanity. So that's why nonprofits, associations, mission-driven organizations you're attracted to them because they have a tribe you can energize. But you didn't know that was what you do.
Yeah, just to clarify one comment that you made. If someone met all this criteria, but they didn't have, say, the marketing savvy or the multidimensional product as far as the creative, the value add, I would probably still do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you can get 75% of those on your next client, you'd be great.
Yeah.
A year from now, you'll be like, all of it, 100%. It has to be saturated in this list because that caused us, that was such a roadblock. When they didn't have the marketing savvy, it was such a roadblock for us. Or you're the one who comes in and solves that problem. I have a branding partner that I bring on the project, and she will position us, and she'll come up with our messaging, and she'll help us figure out how to do all that. So either you're not taking them on because they don't have this piece, or you're finding the value partner for yourself that you onboard in the project.
Cool. There's no clock in here, is there?
No, but I can renew my parking. Sorry, dude. Let me take a moment.
Yeah.
Oop, 16 minutes. I'm good for right now, but I'm going to set a timer. Deet, deet, deet.
I thought you could only do 2 hours max there.
Well, I just thought I would renew it, which I used to do. Am I going to get a
Oh,
ticket?
I don't know. All right. Let's find out.
Okay, yeah, let's find out. Timer, 15 minutes. All right. All right, does all of this feel right to you? Or is something not quite right? You already know from working with me, it has to be a fuck yeah across the board, or it's not, or your marketing's gonna be flawed.
I feel good about it. I'm glad that like sports is on the outer edge, because that's a gray area for me as far as like, I don't know, just having sports background as far as the live stream side of thing goes.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that is there, but I'm cool with tribe driven as the bullseye.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trapped. God damn, I'm really trapped. I'm gonna erase the go no go matrix so that we can write a positioning statement based on this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? Do you want to take a picture of this? You have video. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay. Let's go to blue. So you already know positioning statement formula. It answers the following questions. For who need, we are, that delivers, because only. We need to answer all those questions. So, for what do I want to call gurus?
My initial thing, my initial word was influencers. I don't know if that a guru could technically be an influencer, but I'm thinking someone who is like super popular on Instagram, has a very popular podcast.
I mean, it's really like we would call them, it's like a personal brand. You know, people who have a really strong personal brand. Like stronger than just what you and I show up with. But I feel like there's a better word for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll put influencers here for now. We can tighten it up. Gurus. It's like individual, tribe and individuals. That works too. Who need to energize ideas, people,
Mm-hmm.
and marketing, really.
Mm-hmm.
We are the, what do you call yourself? Video production company? Live stream production? What's the business model? Like, what do you call yourself?
Mm-hmm.
If you're at a networking event?
So I haven't done much pitching or talking around this because I haven't done this, so it hasn't been really clear. But the initial copy that I have on the website is something along the lines of the one-stop shop to live streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just turning the cameras on and putting them on a tripod. It's the before and after and everything in between.
Yeah, I'm gonna put live stream down there. God, this whiteboard is so interesting because
kinda trippy.
it gets a drop shadow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That delivers. Live stream. Short form video, podcast. What are your products?
It's the live stream. It's the repurposed content.
What do you call the repurposed content? They have a name. You're not going up to your client being like, okay, so I'm going to give you 20 repurposed contents. Like, what are they?
Yeah, so typically I'll tell a client, hey, not only are we going to live stream, you get the recorded version. You get the high def recording. You get the original, the full length feature.
Yeah.
I
So
need
long
to-
form?
Not necessarily.
Okay. What about audio? Are you turning any of this stuff into podcasts?
Not at the moment. That's not to say I couldn't.
Yeah. Would you want to add this to your deliverables? God, I would.
Audio assets, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, Ross. I feel like I'm out of, because I know that from work with him. But
Yeah.
I think it's on-site live streaming, high definition video, and audio assets.
I think high def is a little weird, but
Okay.
I said it.
What would
so
you call it?
It's video. I like where you're headed with long and short form because I just want to be careful that I don't pigeonhole that if I do something live stream, that they will get all this stuff. Because the main product is the live stream.
Right, but you're not going to walk up to a client and give them your positioning statement.
True.
I know you deliver this,
Yeah.
right? So it doesn't mean you're going to get, well, your positioning statement says you do long form, so where's my documentary?
Yeah.
Like, I'll have to bring in a partner for that one. Who I have.
I've always liked snack size content.
Huh.
Snack size being 2 minutes
Yeah.
or less.
Live stream, high quality video. I think that you have to have something about quality in there because it's not just like stuff from your phone. I'm gonna write this over here because I don't know where it fits in yet.
Yeah. And two, I've played with the engaging side of things. That's more of an engaging viewer experience, where it's the live stream essentially is interactive, on-site interactive live stream. I think that's important because that's one of the key reasons that people do explore the live stream element, is so that people can interact even if they're not on site.
So what if it's on-site interactive live stream,
Mm-hmm.
video and audio assets,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, snackable content. I feel like that we need a strategy in there somehow. And maybe that's showing up in your because only. It's not gonna be. I'm sure we're gonna keep modifying this.
Yeah.
But let's keep this just for now. So video and yeah, I'm gonna move this so it's not. It parses better. I love snackable content. You could write a whole campaign around that. All right, because only. What makes you different from Ross? I know you don't know Ross, but I'm using him because
Yeah.
he does do Livestream Universe is his. So why you and not him?
So just on the surface level, it's not. It's kind of. It's not we're just live streaming with phones, and we're not live streaming via Zoom. It's not just at the computer. It's the multi-dimensional experience of
Yeah.
you get multiple.
Don't get stuck here.
Yep.
You're on to something, but bringing up the technology
Right.
is
right.
getting you stuck here.
Yeah.
This is a bigger picture thing.
Yeah.
Because this is this.
Mm-hmm. Because only Virginia live stream. We use boutique experience earlier.
Yeah, I do like boutique experience. But
It's
that's
more,
baked into your service model more than it's baked into your because only.
mm-hmm.
You're people. You're not the only people who offer a boutique experience.
Mm-hmm.
Other people do. What makes Virginia Livestream fucking the only choice?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not the
trying not
boutique
to-
experience. It's not the equipment.
Yeah.
It's not the quality. It's not the technical know-how. Because there are 100 other fish in the sea who can make that claim.
Yeah. I'm trying not to replicate the King Productions one.
I don't even remember what it is, so
Okay.
I don't know. I would have to go back and look at my notes. And we're not going to replicate it.
So I think something that would set Virginia Livestream apart is the marketing savvy meets storytelling meets live experience.
You're not the only one. Every marketing company out there is going to say that. That has video.
Mm-hmm.
Why does anybody really want this? Why pay for it?
You get the interactive experience. It's reusable content. You're
So what?
expanding your reach.
So what? So what?
So what?
Why do we care? Why do we care that you get that? At some point, someone has to decide, shut up and take my money. What are you delivering that gets you here?
We are helping those organizations connect with their tribes.
That's right. Exactly right. How is what you're doing different? What is that beautiful thing that allows that connection? How are you sparking that magic?
It's just not a one-dimensional approach.
Correct.
So it's multiple angles, assets to connect with the
What are
tribe.
those? What's the why have multiple angles and assets? Why? Why bother?
We talked about energizing the ideas, people, and the marketing.
Yeah. How does that happen? It's a human thing. How does that happen? It's not just person meets technology X, equals magic. There's something in between there. I mean, don't give me storytelling because it's everywhere.
The brainchild behind it.
Yes.
The
What does the
experience.
brainchild behind it have that other people don't have? What do you have that other people don't have that makes you fucking great at this, man?
A little bit of everything.
Don't tell me anything technical. What do you have that other people don't have?
That's not technical related.
Correct.
Marketing savvy
That's technical.
is storytelling savvy.
I've heard it. Those are just words at this point. That's like saying tribe. Like, it's cliche.
I'm stuck. I don't know what
I know
I have that-
we're
I don't- I
both
don't
we're
know what I
both
have.
stuck, but we have to just keep thrashing until we get to it. I don't have an answer I'm trying to lead you to.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an idea, because I do, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you to say something specific.
Yeah. I also don't want it to be just about me, because Virginia Livestream isn't just me.
I understand that, but you have a magic that built this company. You bring something unique to the table that no one else does. What is that thing?
The holistic vision for organizations.
To do what?
Energize their ideas, people, and their marketing.
Yeah, we already say that. Why? Why bother?
Expand their reach, connect with their audience, grow their organization.
Five, four, one, one, five, two. I have 30 seconds. I'm counting down.
Yeah.
You can think about it. Maybe we need to think about this from the perspective of the product. So I have 2 clients where very uniquely this 4 is not people. It's the product. What if this is just an exercise?
Mm-hmm.
What if it was for fans? For the tribe itself?
Mm-hmm.
They need to engage with the organizations and brands that they love. We are the all-in-one video production brand storytelling outfit that delivers on-site interactive live stream video outside of snackable content because it's choppy, but it's like snackable content. It's not right, but replicates that one-on-one experience that fosters a deeper connection. Something along those lines. This is as close as you can fucking get to being there. It's just as close as you can get. In fact, it's even closer because you have access to people that, if I showed up at a wrestling event, I don't have access to the wrestlers, the coaches, the parents, the blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually even more intimate than a one-on-one experience because it's immersive in that kind of way. But this is what we're replicating. The IRL.
Mm-hmm. Not the only one that does that, though.
You're the only one I know who's talking about this as your target. If we go with the other positioning statement, again, this is just an exercise, PK, but like, if we go with the other positioning statement, then you're all about these guys.
Mm-hmm.
If we go with a positioning statement that's this, you're all about who is the tribe, right? Who's in here and what do they need and what stories do they want to hear told? Not what stories do you want to tell? What stories do they need to become a super fan?
Mm-hmm.
You're flipping that script. So when you walk into a boardroom, it's not like, we do snackable size content to share in your video, part of your marketing plan, and blah, 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 and our quality is amazing, and it engages, and, you know, it does what it's supposed to do, it's engaging. Versus, you walk into a boardroom and say, I'm 100% dedicated to your fans. What do they need to become a super fan? What do they need to make that transformation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, they need one-on-one experiences. They need snackable content that relates. They need a deeper connection.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one way to do that from a technological standpoint, and you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a different brand strategy.
Yeah.
But it is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody else is going to come in here with associations, nonprofits, and mission-driven organizations. Yeah. You're coming in here saying, who I care about more than anything else is in your tribe. Not the person writing the check, not the executive director, not the marketing director.
Mm-hmm.
I care about your tribe. So if you want someone who comes in here who cares about your tribe as much as you do and is completely focused on getting them what they need so that they can become, you know, like avid fans, loyal fans, redundant, but like it's members. Converting interested parties. It's from interest to investment. This is the leap you're trying to get them to make. And we can do it.
The fans themselves, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want. That's what these people. That's what these people want.
Right.
So if you come in here again with the paradigm of I provide the services that do the thing, you come in and say, I am the chief tribe officer of your organization for the 3 months you have me, or for the retainer. It's off the board now.
Yeah.
For as long as I'm engaged, I am your ad hoc chief tribe officer.
Mm-hmm.
And my entire strategy is around the stories and the connections that they need so that they can so that their interest turns into investment.
Yeah.
Just do it. However you want it.
You had it on your bra earlier, so.
Yeah. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just flopping around.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I feel good with this. I like this better than. At first, I was a little hesitant because typically the 4 is who we would market to, and we're not necessarily marketing to the fans. We're marketing to the organizations that.
Yeah, which makes them outside your bubble. And you're the lighthouse, right?
Yeah.
So if you're the lighthouse, you're saying if you want to engage your fan base and you want to convert interest to investment, I'm the person that makes that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not I'm the marketing branded storytelling professional you need.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What's next?
I want to write it out as a full sentence. And then we can switch to your what the avid fans need. So if you're the avid fan builder, that's how I would market myself.
We can. I like avid fans, enthusiasts, and loyal members.
Yes. Or committed members.
Yeah.
Something about that. And loyal members, yeah. Who need to engage with the organization and the brands they love. Virginia Livestream is the all-in-one video production and branded storytelling outfit that delivers on-site interactive live stream video and audio assets and snackable content, or maybe just that, because we say it here.
Yep.
Because only snackable content, only snackable content. I still want to keep this out for like a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Because only some kind of experience converts interest to investment or creates the connection. Because only
I've used engaging experience, but I don't know if that's right for this.
Yeah. Because only virtual one-on-one experiences makes a human-to-human connection. That transforms interest, casual interest, into committed investment. We can say that better, but that's the idea. This is your because only. Transforming casual interest into committed investment. That's why.
Yep.
We can zhuzh this up because I think because only virtual one-on-one experiences transforms casual interest. Yeah, makes a one-on-one human-to-human connection. Let's take that out. It's too wordy. Because only virtual one-on-one there's only one-on-one experiences. I don't know if we want to add virtual in there or not. Transforms casual interest into a committed investment. Whether it's renewing your membership, showing up at the next soccer game, enrolling your kid in soccer.
Yeah, buying a product.
Yeah, buying a product, exactly. All of that stuff.
This is long.
Yeah, they're long. I mean, we can...
That delivers on-site. Wish the computer didn't die.
Oh. I'm going to, record this for you. I'm going to give you notes, right?
I want to write it out so I can
Yeah.
look at it later today. At least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it'll take me... it'll take me till then the next week to really do all these notes. I think we can tighten the sentence up a little bit, but...
The because only?
Just all of it,
All of it, yeah.
Organization, brands they love. Yes. Yes, yes. Yeah, that delivers. Because one-on-one experiences transforms, not only, just because. So for avid fans, enthusiasts, and loyal members who need to engage with the organizations and the brands that they love, Virginia Livestream is the all-in-one video production and branded storytelling outfit that delivers on-site interactive live streaming video and audio assets because one-on-one experiences transform casual interest into committed investment. You have branded storytelling, you have all-in-one video production, you have engagement, and you have the why. This is what people are looking for. This is what all these people are looking for. I'm casually interested in the American Red Cross. Then I just watched a live stream about how it impacts real families. Now I'm donating.
Yep.
You're trying to get that fucking magic to happen. And you know how to do it, but it's not technical. It's in you. It's in Virginia Livestream.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay?
So we've got about 30 minutes.
All right.
Time is flying.
It sure is. That doesn't mean we can't come back together and do, we could do marketing sessions all day long.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean that's it. And then we have to make it happen. So let me see what I want to do next, though. I think, boy, I have a lot of stuff I'd love to do with you. let's do the client journey. Let's do this. Up here. Cool?
Yep.
So yesterday I got a email from MailChimp, because that's what I use. And they were promoting a video series storytelling of people who basically are transforming their business. I don't think it's 100% about MailChimp, although I haven't watched any of them, so there may be a ton of MailChimp plugs. But I was thinking, my God, how cool of a marketing asset would it be for us to create a video series of that moment happening, casual interest into committed investment. So just something to think about. I'll send you that thing. It just inspired me. I think you and I could do a series.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we are on our journey. God, this quote is so good.
Anything other than I love you is smack talk.
Small talk.
Small talk.
Yeah. That really got me in the feels. Okay. So, like we talked about before, all of your clients are on some kind of a journey. We know ideally we want them to hit every mark on that punch list of go, no go. Mm-hmm. But not everybody is at that stage. A sophisticated marketing strategy for Virginia Livestream will identify the points along that journey and have a specific targeted marketing piece that will usher them along that pathway. Mm-hmm. Not unlike what you do for your clients, right? You're getting them in that transformative space of like, I'm interested to fuck yeah. That's what you're trying to get them to. So.
This is the second time this number's called. I don't know if you need to take it or not.
I had this number.
Back to back.
It's I've had this number for 20 years.
Random stuff.
Yes, it's just all like robocalls. Client journey. It would be very interesting to do this exercise another time about the fans, about the tribe itself. What's their journey? We would probably actually, we probably would actually want to bake in that kind of an exercise to every contract you got. We could figure out, here they are as like unaware of the mission, of the sports team, of the guru, of the whatever it is, to like, loyal, dedicated, unshakable, unfuckable with fan. How do they traverse along this line so that we can hit video points for each piece of it? So as we're going through this, think about how could we use this for your own work.
Cool.
Okay, so this is marketing journey is not new. People talk about it all the time. Super important for the reasons that we talked about. So it goes like this: unaware, problem aware, solution aware. If there's one in the middle, solution aware. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Solution aware. Product aware. And this is like most aware, basically, but I'm going to put it as like woke.
Is that because I'm a hip millennial?
We're using tribe, and we're using branded storytelling, and we're using transformative experiences, so
lit.
I guess.
Lit.
Oh my God, yes. Lit ass. Fuck yeah. So in this client journey, this is like, I don't even know. We don't have a problem. There's like nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And you're gonna throw up verbal diarrhea on me of like, what is the day in the life of a client who has no idea they have a problem? This is like, I feel like something's not happening here. In your scenario, it's like we only have casual interest. We don't have rabid fans. So like what's happening here in their day. So I want you to think about it as like, well, we've been putting out Facebook posts and nobody's been clicking on them, and we've got a newsletter, but our signups are declined, and that kind of thing. This Solution Aware is like, I bet you I could buy something that would help solve these problems, but I have really no idea exactly which one is a great fit for me. So this might be like live streaming, content. Do we put out more blog posts? Do we start a podcast? In this space, they're like trying to figure out what solution would fix the problem they just became aware of. In this scenario, they are aware of your product, live streaming. In this scenario, they are completely on board with no one else but Virginia Livestream. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to walk me through a day in the life of your mission-driven organization, nonprofit, guru, sports-related thing where they don't have any idea that something is wrong. Like, what's in their mind? This is going pretty good. Got some attendance.
Yeah, kind of their status quo. They think what they're doing is working, but they don't really have analytics to back it up, perhaps. They might not even know what they're missing out on, like lack of knowledge or info. Like they might not even know even the slightest marketing to increase their tribe engagement or awareness.
We gotta come up with a better word than tribe.
Yeah.
It's to Seth Godin, circa 2002.
Someone who they might be understaffed, like.
That's right.
Someone's wearing too many hats and they don't know anything about marketing at all.
They're so focused. They're mission focused, like hyper mission focused.
Yeah.
Mission hyper focused, like homelessness. Let's take Miriam's Kitchen for an example. X amount of homeless veterans on the street. X amount of meals needed to be fed.
Yeah.
X amount of coats needed to be on the drive.
Yeah.
They're just so focused on the mission. That's all they can see.
Yeah.
It's like maybe for a guru like Melanie might, if she were in this unaware, she might be like, why aren't people better at public? I go to all these conferences and talks. In fact, this is exactly how she did this, because I was in the room when she went from branding and marketing to public speaking, like over a course of time.
Yeah.
Her frustration was like, I go to all these conferences. She gave talks to promote Cicerina. Like that's what, it was a marketing aspect for her. She wanted more clients to come in and buy branding and marketing packages from her. And her major asset in her marketing arsenal was public speaking. Mm-hmm. And she became increasingly frustrated with the quality of speakers. And then she had her light bulb moment. Mm-hmm. I could be a guru for public speaking. Mm-hmm. So that, is down the line for her. But right now, here she's like hyper focused on why do people suck? It's so frustrating for attendees. Like that was her mindset. Not I could solve this problem. Mm-hmm. What else in here?
Do you think budget would play into this at all?
Sure. Yeah. Limited budget.
Or they feel like their dollars are being spent perfectly fine elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Or it's like status quo again. Line items. It's basically, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Mm-hmm.
Like someone might not even know how to work a camera. Like if they want to do their own snackable content on their own just with their phone.
They're not even here yet.
Okay.
They're still here.
Yeah.
What's going on in their organization? Let's just say it's a mission-driven organization or a nonprofit association. what's going on inside their organization.
And they're working on other stuff.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I didn't give you enough background to tell you where I really want you to go.
Yeah,
What
give me
I'm
some
looking
more.
for is like, we've had an ad out for a program director for 6 months, and we don't have any qualified candidates. We've we've had a 12% drop in renewal rate. I guess that's really here, dude. Let's move over. What's happening in the problems? Yeah, that's really here. I don't know why. I was trying to take you down there.
Yeah, so what I was just saying as far as hey, we need to do more video content. I've heard that video is great. All right, so we aren't getting enough likes on Facebook. Nobody is watching our stuff or even engaging. Hey, we're spending a lot of money on this ad and nothing is happening from it. No ROI, perhaps. Hey, we don't have a marketing strategy in place at all. Lack of a marketing strategy.
Marketing strategy. When's lunch? Meaning, like, those are just words.
Yeah.
Or what's that, basically?
They might be problem aware as far as they don't have anyone on their team that can do it. The manpower. In terms of trying to think of the fans, the members, maybe they have a problem of no one or poor readership
Yeah.
as far as open rate on their emails,
Yeah.
communication with those fans or members.
Yeah. I think there's also like a drop in membership. Or
Yeah.
a drop in attendance.
Yeah, I like what you said about renewals as well.
I think there's something also to be said about like the boss is unhappy. It's my emoji. Unhappy. The boss is unhappy.
Yeah.
Things are falling through the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then they start thinking about solutions. So, shoot video on phone. Hire a copywriter. Outsource marketing. You go.
Marketing strategy, hiring.
Yeah, outsource.
Hiring staff.
Yeah, like bring in an expert.
Yep.
That's even under hire a copywriter. Well, shoot it. Yeah. Bring in a consultant, maybe.
Yep.
Paid ad placement.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might fall under ad strategy in general.
Yeah. Host an event.
Educational materials.
Produce materials.
Yep. Invest in like a MailChimp or a Kartra or
Yeah.
investing in a. We might need X, Y, Z.
Software, really.
Mm-hmm.
Software solutions.
Yep. Software solutions is a good one.
Hire more people. Because this over here is limited bandwidth and manpower.
Mm-hmm. No, understaffed portion of things.
All of this is to come back to the boss with an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, product aware. I've heard of the other guy, the competition, the alternative choice. I'm going to do some research. So maybe at this point it's like video, podcast, blog, email strategy. There's 4 things that they could do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's all about content, right? So now I'm product aware. Which one of these aspects am I gonna kind of go to?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that video wins. Then it's like, it's all about the competition. Who's out there? What are they offering? How much does it cost? What do I get out of it? This is their mindset
Mm-hmm.
at this point. They're solution aware. These are kind of solutions, right? Over here. Okay, we can do all that kind of stuff. We've decided we're going to go with video. Who's out there? Livestream Virginia Livestream, Livestream Universe, traditional, like my other client, Make a Scene Media, like who's going to come in and do the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're here at like, it has to be 100% King Production. Or it has to be 100% Virginia Livestream. VA Livestream for the win.
What type of things are you looking for from me here?
It's really just about like a mindset again. So the conversation might be like, it's Virginia Livestream. No one else will do. They're perfect for us because
Mm-hmm.
it's,
Yeah.
it's high quality. It's a turnkey product. Like this is where we're getting into the technical.
Turnkey.
Yeah.
Local. I mean,
Yeah.
They're local, knowledgeable.
The deliverable is finished. I don't know how to say that, but it's like the snackable content. You're not just turning, it's live stream, close up a thing, do. Like they have something they can plug and play. That's what I'm trying
Plug
to do.
and play is
Plug and
nice.
play.
I like that. And turnkey. I like those both a lot.
Adaptive reuse again. And this is really a construction term, but I think it's so appropriate for you. Strategy.
Yeah, strategy.
Marketing strategy.
Experience.
Yeah. Experience. Great. These are the things that they will use to go back to their boss and say why they want to hire Virginia Livestream to do the thing.
Yeah.
The magic, though, is it's casual observer, or aloof, dyed in the wool, fan. Now, they're not going to be able to go to their boss per se and be like, it's Virginia Livestream all day because they turn casual observers or people who are completely unaware of us into dyed-in-the-wool raving fans. Because the boss cares about this.
Yeah.
But that's not how we're going to brand you because everybody brands you like this.
Right.
So, like, fuck that. But this is the journey that they're on. So, what do you see in front of you if you pull back to a 30,000 foot view?
What's the,
What do you, as a business owner, looking at a marketing strategy, see when you see this list?
Want to see the whole list?
Uh-huh.
The end stuff?
Here's what I see.
What,
Content. 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 For you. And this informs your marketing strategy.
yeah.
Whole fucking Q1 is all about being unaware. These are your themes. You've got a video talking about each one of these things, or we're writing a blog post, or there's a combination therein. And by the way, your own marketing strategy should match this multi-dimensional, holistic perspective.
Yeah.
But, you know, the cobbler's children have no shoes. It took me 2 years to put a real website out there, and that's all I do, right? Then Q2 is all about what happens what does not enough likes mean in your business? What if no one is watching? What if you get poor ad response? You know, poor membership? Think about this. It's a soft sell for live streaming, right? Getting people aware that they have a problem. Starting here, getting them aware of it. Then Q3 might be all about, you know, other solutions. I don't know. We can work it all out. And then Q4 is kind of like local, adaptable, plug and play, snackable. Why do you care? Why do you care about this list of deliverables? Break each one down into like a promotional opportunity for yourself. That's a content strategy. And it hits every single piece of your journey from order taker, the Virginia live stream journey, to value partner. Indispensable value partner. Why? Only Virginia live stream. This is your marketing plan for 2020.
Cool.
Now, we write a website that doesn't start with Virginia live stream is the most established to do that has the technical and we can do the thing. It starts with like this area right here. No one is paying attention to me. This is like, we're just, and we have so many fires to put out. I can't even think about up leveling our market.
Yeah.
We're kind of fucked here, actually. We're not growing. We have no engagement. People aren't responding to our ads. Like, we just really, our brand is watered down and nobody really knows what we're all about. Here's how we're going to solve that problem. We're going to create this magic. I'm going to turn your casual observers into rabid fans, and I'm going to do it through one-on-one, interactive, video engagement, audio assets, and branded storytelling. Ta-da! Ta-da! That's how this works.
Cool. Yeah.
Take a breath and see where we are in time.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah, it is 12:50. So I need to pull back and take a photograph.
Cool.
Normally I have like my office. I just take all the flip chart pages and put them around my office, and then I just start tearing them down as I finish them. So this will be me on my phone. Getting your notes. All right, I've got you in the picture, so give me a little something, something. There, it's beautiful. I'm going to use that on my website.
Do you... So I'll let you kind of determine what you think would be most helpful for the next 5 minutes before we wrap.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, next steps. Like, is website priority number one? Do I need to...
I think website's priority number one.
Okay.
If we don't have anything for people to look at, what are we marketing them to?
Yeah.
What is the point of doing a video series on all of these topics. Let's just say 2020, we just focus right here, you know, in this problem aware scenario, in this whole line. And this was all we were doing. At the end of that, there's nothing for them to, there's zero call to action.
Right.
What is the point? So we have to have at least the simplest, most basic call to action, which is learn more on our website. So I think that's absolutely the next thing. I mean, we can do deeper work. You know, we can come back here and do another session like this and get deeper work before I start writing. I can write something that will probably rip and replace in a year, you know, based as we keep working, doing more and more and more stuff together.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I think probably what you want to do is, one, absorb all of this. This is a lot. It's a lot to just fucking process.
Yeah.
Which is why you need a facilitated person to help you walk through it. Worksheets. I could give you these. How does that help you? You know,
Right.
really.
Right.
So I want you to absorb it. I want you to like sleep on it, think about it, talk to Jack. You know, whatever it is, you need to process it, and then either we're coming back here again sometime, you know, in the month of December, and we're doing even more. You know, now we're taking kind of to the next step of more of this stuff, and then I'm going back and writing your site, and you're looking at the video assets, and you're like, fuck yeah, this is strong content. We can be using this. Let's create a series. Let's do this. Let's do that. That it's worth it for you to come here and do all this stuff. And then we decide. We're going to do another session before I sit down and write, or do you just need me to write the thing and we'll take it from there? Your call. I, of course, feel that the results are better in copy the more of this we do. The more of this you do, the better your marketing is.
Yeah.
But at some point, you have to just stop and build the house.
Yeah. So what would look different in the next session as opposed to what we just did?
We would be spending more time in this arena and less time in like what's the Virginia Livestream brand and what's our position. So, you know, this is a whole workshop where it's like problem meets solution. We go kind of like deeper in here. We go through like the crack of your market, like what are they really worried about more than anything. So for Tony, it's like that no one will listen. That's the market crack for him. No one will listen to it. I've produced like how many people do you know are like, well, I'm starting a podcast and I have 6 episodes in the hopper, but we only have 3 subscribers, and like no one's listening to it, and we're lost in all this noise. So kind of getting to what that market crack is for your people. Where is it that they like are just their source of incredible anxiety, so that we can mitigate that anxiety. We can solve, SALVE, that anxiety. We can write about it 100 times. It's really like, what is the one thing your ideal client could read about just ad nauseum? Just never get tired of sucking information about it. And again, you know, for Tony, it's about the people will listen to my thing. Then we would go into, like big limited beliefs, you know, that I can't afford it, that what's on my phone is enough, like the limited beliefs that they have, or, well, so-and-so's an intern, they can just shoot the video, or I don't have, you know, this isn't a valuable spend, or whatever it is that's a limiting belief. And then we'll construct transformative beliefs. What do we need them to start thinking instead? That's really like the next big chunk of it.
Okay.
I don't want you to make a decision right now. I want you to absorb it and think about it and think whether or not you want to come back here and do more work and shoot it and do the thing and then write, or if you just are like, emergency.
I don't think emergency. The quicker we get something up that's better than what I have now.
Yeah. I mean, we could do a 1-page.
Yeah.
Just like a 1-pager for
Yeah.
now. Then come back and do this. And then it's, because that's the deeper stuff. Like, you know,
Yeah.
those are your content. That's your machine. Like speaking to somebody's anxiety.
Yeah.
We can certainly get a 1-pager up now. So there's a blended approach.
Cool. Well, thank you for doing this.
Hey, it was so fun for me.